We'll give it a few minutes before we actually officially start.
Let them trickle in.
Let them trickle in.
Trickle in.
Let's see. Oops.
I still see Boston on our stream.
Still see Boston also.
Hasn't gone
Oh,
live
there
yet?
we go.
There
Live.
it is.
There we are.
Hey. Hey, you guys.
Trickle in.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, I'm still learning how to navigate Twitch. Like, so if you search for you guys on the podcast, if you're not looking for the name, like, what category do you go under, or does it pop
I
up?
think we're under just chatting.
Talk
shows and
or
podcasts.
talk shows and
Talk shows,
podcasts.
podcasts.
Talk shows and
Yeah.
podcasts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're technically a podcast, but we just stream for fun.
You should just add hot tub to it because I heard that's. The
Oh, I know
wave
that's
now.
the thing.
Right.
That's the big
Hot tub
ticket.
podcast.
Yeah.
And
It's just
apparently,
like 5 Filipino
we-
dudes are like, "What am I looking at? What is this? It's not what."
We could be
this
the
is
sneak
not what
gang.
I signed up for.
Five
What's
Filipino
up,
guys in
everybody?
a hot tub.
Hey everyone.
Andrea, thank you
Yeah,
for the
we'll
resub.
just
10
call it the
months.
Hot Tub Synagogue stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Cine gang.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
the Cine gang.
That's
The
good.
Cine Gang
The Cine
Gang.
gang. Hi Jessica.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hello.
Dr.
What
Snowflake.
up, Monica?
What
Monica.
up?
April, you fool.
Or if you're doing it late at night, it could be like the hot tub silog stream. There you go.
Ooh.
Come on. Come
Yeah.
on.
5%'s coming your way.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We'll give you 5% of the garlic rice.
Yeah. Don't mess around with garlic rice. I'll take it.
Yo,
What up,
Mikey.
What's up, Andy? Cool. We'll give it a 8:05. We'll officially start at 8:05.
Oh yeah, gives me time to look.
Mark.
Think of stuff.
Thanks for
You're
the
away.
sub.
Hey,
Mark.
Mark, all the way from New Jersey.
Joyzy.
Past your bedtime.
I would say hi to everyone, but I don't have the Twitch up, so I don't see names. So hello, whoever's ever logging in.
There you
Welcome.
go.
If you go to comments on the top
Oh,
right,
that's how you
can
do
actually
it.
see
Oh, well, there.
everyone's comments.
You don't even need to go to Twitch. It's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you could have told me that. I'm just like, sitting there like, wow, how did they know this? This is just amazing.
Lucky guesses.
Split up
Lucky
for
guesses.
I know. I was like,
Hey,
we have 5
Priscilla.
people. Come on.
Hi Rylan.
We have
Yeah.
a Kuya.
We have a new Kuya.
A
Yeah,
new
Kuya
Kuya.
Patrick.
There's a new Kuya.
Kuya Patrick.
Wow.
That's right.
We're going that route with all the.
We're
right,
all the
let's do
Kuyas,
it.
so
Mark's a regular. He's our bunso
Yeah.
because he's the young one.
That's cool.
Aloha.
Nice barong.
Thanks for the
Facts.
sub, Mikey.
Patrilla. Oh, Priscilla.
Patrilla.
Patrill.
Patrilla.
Keeping it
Senpai.
Patrill.
Valor and Vellum, hello. See, I see
To our
names.
super mod, April, you fools.
Hey, Jackson.
Father
What up,
Raj.
Hey, Father Raj.
Yeah.
Father
All right,
Raj,
give
a
it
priest?
one more minute.
He is.
Oh, okay. See, I was just.
Yeah, he's actually one of our friends we grew up with, like from childhood, and became a priest.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's like
So-
totally like you're getting A+ grades from your parents on that one. Like,
right.
like, nurse or priest? Priest. Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
You do what you want. Take what you want. Go ahead. Because I think they approve it because it's like, if my kid is a priest, I'm going to heaven no matter what I do.
Yeah,
Best
I think that's the
son
thing. Like,
ever.
parents.
It's
That's what they're
unlocked.
thinking.
It locks it in.
That's what
never
they're
thought of that.
thinking.
I know.
I know.
Dang.
I'm looking at my son. I'm like, you better become a priest, boy.
Because I've done so much, you need to save me.
I need all the help I can get.
Oh man.
All right,
Thanks
it's
for the tier
8:05.
3 sub, Lisa.
Hey, thanks, Lisa.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right, what do you say? Let's get started.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Let's get it.
Sure.
let's start off with this intro. What's up, everyone, and thanks for listening to the Average Nerd live stream. It's your boys, the Average Nerds. We're just a bunch of average guys talking about nerdy things. I'm your host for the day, Juan, and joining us, as always, we have the Barong, the baddie himself, Jorge,
I don't want to grow up.
Jolly Bee's finest, Jay,
That's right.
our resident 25-cent machine master, Dave,
My spidey sense is tingling.
And speaking of 25 cents, he was there when George Washington posed for his picture on the quarter with Av.
We belong together.
And if you couldn't tell, we have a very special guest today, the sixth average nerd for the day. He's definitely above average, I would actually have to say.
Well,
Bow down. He carabows you. He's the creator of Hug and the 25-cent Wonders, the illustrator himself, Mr. Patrick Ballesteros.
everybody. I didn't know you're gonna have all these taglines. I was like, oh wow, did I need to?
Well, you kind of helped us with the taglines
You
because
totally did not prepare me for that.
Feel free to steal whatever you like. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh,
and
no,
for
this is
taking
cool.
the time out of your day to hang out with us. Definitely, we're all big fans of your art and everything you've done through the nerd community. I think we've all seen you at cons, through like your website and things like that. So, real quick before we get started, just want to give us a quick plug about who you are and kind of what you do and where you're from.
Sure. So I am an artist based in San Diego. A lot of people know my artwork from Comic-Cons, especially San Diego Comic-Con. That's kind of where I did start and have gotten a bit more popular over the years. And my artwork, if you're not familiar with it, if they plugged it for me, thank you. The best way I describe it is a lot of childhood nostalgia packed in with a bunch of pop culture. Just
Nice.
a lot of things made to make you smile and just remember being a kid and not forgetting about that kid in you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all can attest to still having that childhood or childlike things about us. If you can tell by some of the guys' backgrounds with all the toys and collectibles in the background right there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, as we like to start off every live stream or episode on our podcast, we actually like start off with our GTK of the day, our getting to know you question. And today's GTK of the day. If you could be on any of your favorite childhood TV shows, which would it be and why? So we'll have Patrick go last since he's our special
Okay,
guest.
thank you. I was going to say, you made me go first. I still messed up. I'm leaving. Click. I'm storming out.
I'm going to have Av go first just since she was the least prepared.
Are you kidding me? It's our first time back in a while. You're gonna throw this at me? You know what? I'll make
Silver
it.
spoons.
No, screw that
Did
guy.
not see
man.
that coming. Did not see that coming.
No, we'll go with like 80s cartoons and stuff. So, Transformers or G.I. Joe. I could see I mean, it'd been cool to be a character on one of those shows.
What
Not
would
like-
you transform into?
I was gonna say, I wouldn't be a Transformer.
No,
I'd be
you
one of the
have to be.
kids.
You can't be like
you're like-
Chip Senior or like Chip Don or something. No, you gotta transform
I
into
you know, I
something.
won't say off brand. I'll be like a bumblebee or something, or
There you go.
Okay.
not the bug, but a real bee. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Beast
So-
Wars.
So like
I'd be
Beast
down
Boys.
with that, or to have Av do the thing at G.I. Joe's at the end of the episode where they teach life lessons.
Yeah,
Imagine
no,
Av
no,
giving
no.
that life lesson.
Knowing
That's the
exactly
thing.
that.
You have to give one at the end of this podcast.
Oh, there you go.
What are you guys doing to me, man?
I had
Yeah,
to.
the
They're-
whole-
they
You have the
egged me.
whole
I'm
screen
sorry.
to think of what you're going to say.
All right. Thanks.
All
That's
right,
my
Dave.
answer.
Nice. Dave, you're stunning on us with that barong, so I feel like you should be going next.
Actually, I was going along with what Ab was saying. I was thinking Transformers, and I'd want to transform into a jeepney.
Oh,
It's a Filipino theme.
What would your name be?
I don't know.
Dude, that's a
Maybe you
tough
guys
one,
can help me
man.
with that
Yeah,
one.
that's a tough one. Yeah.
Think about
might,
that
have
one.
to, might have to think of that.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Jay?
I'm gonna go past the 80s into the 90s because I'm not as old as those two guys.
Shots fired.
But I'm gonna go with rocket power. I want to be
Nice.
part of that clique. Hockey's cool, skateboarding's cool. I skateboarded a lot growing up,
Yeah.
so that probably would have been it. And I would have been like the perfect bridge between the squid and the rest of them, because I'm into like nerdy, goofy things. Yeah.
Would you be the new Squid? Because Squid's usually the
I'd
newest guy,
probably
right?
yeah, I'd probably be the new Squid. That way all the heat comes off of Squid and I have to just take it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Squid. CBs.
That's the hard part though.
All right, Jorge, how about you?
It would have to be Power Rangers for me.
Dang,
I actually
so-
have a picture. I hope it shows up on the camera, but I wanted to show this. I think you guys might think it's funny.
Why you look so mad?
I'm trying to do a kick. This is like a serious kick.
Oh,
So-
Oh, hey.
Hey,
There you go.
there it is.
Yeah,
With your
that's
with your
me.
Power Ranger shirt on.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I have that shirt because
Do you?
they remade it and sold it at Hot Topic.
Oh, I was gonna say like from back in the day.
No.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey.
Keeping it real. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Going
There
back
it
to
is.
the roots.
Wait, is that not the plastic mask? That's like half of
That's
it?
the nicer one.
That's
a-
that's
no,
the expensive
we
one.
had the cheap one. Jorge
Dude,
had the silver spoon version.
No,
You,
no,
you,
no.
you were rich, dude.
Jorge
No.
was
Lights
silver
in the
spoons.
background, the mask. I see it now. It's painting that picture for me.
Dang. I had like the Safeway one.
Yeah, we had the plastic. You know.
This
Yeah,
was
with the
plastic.
string that always snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like cuts your ears off. Like yeah.
Exactly.
I think this was plastic.
No,
Yeah,
no,
nicer plastic.
no.
That's not
I
a
do
plastic
know-
one, man.
I do know the gloves. They had a button you could press for hits.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
We just had rubber gloves with a marker, and we just
yeah, I got like
filled that out.
dishwashing
Oh,
gloves
man.
and just color them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just kind of digging yourself deeper.
I know.
Like,
That's why.
Stop. Was yours made of
Go ahead,
leather?
Patrick. It's your turn.
Yeah,
Was there gold inlaid in the
Like
underwear?
true gold?
that?
Lined with gold.
No.
It's real leather.
it's real leather and gold.
Oh man.
All right, I'll save you, Jorge. I'll go next.
Okay.
Jorge stole mine. I was gonna say Power Rangers because I remember as a kid, like when they went to Turbo and Justin like was like a little kid that turned into a Power Ranger. I was like, oh man, if they were gonna choose a kid, you should have chose me. But since you stole Power Rangers, I will go with Hey Arnold. I feel like
That's a
being
good
one of the
one,
kids on
too.
Hey Arnold would have been really cool because everyone was
was-
just super tight and with each other, and they all were really supportive of each other, and just there was a lot of good life lessons in that show.
True.
Yeah,
That would have been a
Hands
sick
down,
pick.
he had the coolest like penthouse room.
yeah, his room was sick. Did anyone actually watch the Hey Arnold movie? They finally revealed his last name.
What was it?
Short man.
Sorry about my dog in the background. It's Shortman
Oh yeah.
because the grandpa would always call him "Hey Short Man."
Oh,
His
okay.
last name.
So I thought that was a cool little fact. All right, Patrick.
Save
We've given
the
you
best
enough
for
time.
last.
Oh, yeah.
Best for last.
Silverhawks.
Silver.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yes, because I'm always wondering, like, how do you go to the bathroom? It's like, doesn't make any
In
sense.
that
Yeah, it's like, you transform, your head, your mask gets covered up, but, like, what do you do, like, afterwards? So, yeah.
Maybe
that's
it's like Iron Man. You know, he just like pees in the suit and then.
could
filters
be, but it's just like, yeah, just always wonder, like, they're always in space, and it's just like, damn, that's just rough. I don't know.
Oh,
We gotta
yeah.
hold it for a long time. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you everyone for answering our GTK of the day, our getting to know you question. Hopefully, you got to know us a little bit better. Going back to you, Patrick. Again, you spoke about kind of what you've been doing and like your art and things like that. I guess, how did you get your start in the art industry? Like, where did it all begin from?
Well, way back in the days of just pre-intro. No, I'll skip forward. It's one of those things where, yeah, I was always drawing since I was a kid. I think everyone is. That's basically everyone's story. Is you're drawing as a kid. The main difference is I just kind of stuck with it because I was stubborn and there was no other choice for me. That's in my head. It's like, I'm just doing art. That's it. It's like, I'll get the good grades, do whatever, but for my career, it's just art. And basically comics. That's what I was brought up on, trying to learn as much as I can. And I don't even know if you call it learning. It's just copying. Just like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I wasn't even into stories. Some stories I was into, but it was more just about who's doing the cool artwork or what grabs me as a kid and just diving headfirst into that stuff. And so through high school, that's basically all I did. I would, copy a lot of the things that my brother was trying to draw because he was better than me. But when I would get frustrated, I'd say, I'm not going to do what you're doing. I'm just going to do my own characters. And from there, it just kind of started. But in high school and early college, I was doing more like realistic comics, more action oriented, totally opposite of what I do right now. Because I was watching, I still do, but I watched so many like Hong Kong action movies in high school and college, like a lot of John Woo stuff.
Yeah.
So I think if I was drawing those things now, I would get a phone call, or my parents would have gotten a phone call, and I would have been sent home and be like, "Hey, you're on a list." I'm like, "Wait, what? Why?" Because I would
It's
draw
a little
like
violent.
yeah, no, I would draw like this big old panel, 100 people just to shoot out, bullets flying, things going everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
My biggest influence at the time was our comic book artist Jeff Darrow, and he came up with a comic called Hard Boiled, and that's all it was, just like insane stuff going on left and right. Now I don't do that now, but that type of composition where all those characters and things like that, that's definitely something that I've kept, not the action gore stuff. And so you can see that in a lot of my work to date, where I'm just trying to put in a lot of characters, not just to put in a lot of characters, but just to see the interaction, see what I could do, see what I put together. And so that's kind of where that started. But I would say my first, I don't know, like for convention wise, it was probably 2011 when I actually got accepted into Comic-Con for 2012.
Yeah.
That was my big thing. So 2011, I went to Comic-Con still as just a little person walking around. Like, hey, can you look at my portfolio? Can you look at my portfolio? Yeah, I was one of those people. But luckily, a friend of mine who had a table there was a really well-known comic book artist, John Boy. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with him. John Boy Meyer? Shoot, I forgot his last name. But John Boy, he said, "Hey, you need an application? I got you one." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." It's like, "Yeah, just fill it out and just drop it off." I'm like, what the hell? So I did. I filled it out. I didn't even drop it off. I actually faxed it. That was back then when we were using faxing. That's how old it was. And that's the thing, is like, you shouldn't fax that stuff. You should just drop it off right away if you want Comic-Con to get it. That's just like you're putting it up to the gods. Like, is it going to happen?
Did they actually
fax is okay?
Yeah, so I did fax it, and I guess they did get it because, and this is the thing, is there's like a long wait list to get into Comic-Con, especially Artist Alley. It's like they always tell you it's a 4 to 5 year wait list.
Yeah.
I applied and then I got in, and I was like, wait, what? I got in? And
Like
basically
that.
That's when everything just started. Okay, I got to start doing stuff. And that whole year was just doing like smaller cons to prep myself. And I think that was the pivotal point for me, is that 2011, when I was behind the table instead of in front of it. It pretty much changed a lot of things for me.
And now it's crazy. I feel like you're one of the only artists in Artist Alley that actually has like a line breaker, because your line is so long. Like
that was over the last. I think that happened maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I would see the line breaks for other people, and it's a lot of the line breaks. It's just because it's just not, Artist Alley isn't made for just a bunch of crowded people around.
It's definitely not optimized for something like that.
No, because I mean, then you're blocking your neighbor, people in front of you, and then they're like, "Hey, move this people! Oh, what's going on here?" They all sound like that, just like, "Get off my lawn, kids!" But I think when that started happening, the first time it happened, it was like really short. The line lasted like maybe an hour, and then it went away. But I took a picture still. I'm like, "Oh my god, I got a line person! Take a picture, quick! Don't go away." But it's awesome. Cool how it's evolved, and how I've gotten to know a lot of the staff people that actually come back and actually do the lines. A lot of familiar faces come up, and that's become part of like the con family for me. And those are the people that I do miss seeing. It's like, hey, and you just like, all right, you ready to do this? Okay, we'll help you out. Let's figure this out. Wow. And that's the cool part. Dope. Is it's really nice. It's really nice.
That's dope that there's like a community within the artist itself, and it's not really like too competitive or anything like that. Yeah,
I mean, it's competitive, but when you find like that tribe within there, and you're talking and you're just helping each other out, I think it's just one of those things that just, and not to sound cheesy, but it does blossom into something more than just artists there, make money, hi, bye type of thing.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Kind of going back to your art style, you talked about how, you started off with kind of like that gory, like action stuff. How did it kind of evolve into like the more chibi style that you have now?
It started with an art show. One of my friends from when I was in college, and then befriended him in college, and then we got to know each other more and more. He was actually working at a salon that I got my haircut at, and he said, you should do an art show. I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. He's like, all right, you're gonna do one next month. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, you'll do it here. So just get it together, and I'll put it in the books. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So when I said yes, I didn't have anything, and I had like a couple months to do something. And so that deadline forced me to put a bunch of artwork together. And within that show, I did a piece where there was like this little bear character and a kid, and just the kid was like in a luchador outfit, and then the coffee just exploded all over the place, and you just see all their faces like, what the hell? And so from that, it was a little bit more realistic lighting. I was really into like just, light and shadow and making it artsy. But from that started to develop this style of like, I like what the kids are doing there. And I like putting them so that, they have to stand on a stool, or they have to use props and tools to do something that we can just like, you want that? Okay, you want that? Cool. And then it just started growing from there. And then right after that, the one piece that went viral for me before like any big social media, I think it got on either Kotaku or something else, was my Firefly piece. It was called Brownie Coats, where all of them are like in a middle of nowhere in a forest, and there's an old junk car, and they're all on top of it and pretending it to be Serenity. And and so that piece, I didn't know what happened, but all of a sudden I was just getting emails. You have that print, you have that print, you have that print. And I was like, what print? What are you talking about? And then all these orders started coming in, and that forced me to actually create a website to sell that as an art print. And so that got me doing that. Because before I didn't have an online shop. So I was like, oh my God, it went viral. Holy crap, let's go. Okay.
Yeah, the brown coats, the Firefly fandom, they're pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just watched it. Like I bought the DVD, said, this is kind of cool. I want to draw it. That's kind of fun.
He's one of them. Dave's one of them.
See?
Brown coat.
But I mean, that's usually how it happens when you're a fan of these things and you just kind of do it. Like a lot of these things that I do, I don't know if it's going to sell. Some I do. Others, I don't know if people are going to like it or what's going to hit, what's not going to hit. But if you come from that pure place of like, no, I just want to do it because it's fun, that fandom will seek you out and they'll find it, somehow. And then that's what happened with those pieces. And I'm like, cool, let's do it.
Nice. I think also another one of your pieces, or I guess series of your pieces that went viral, were your 25-cent wonders pieces that you do. That's definitely one of my favorites. I think a lot of our favorites. What was the kind of inspiration behind that?
Designer Con, that was in Pasadena. Designer Con, either 2013 or 2012. There was a person who commissioned me for a Star Fox piece.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And they said, hey, can you do Star Fox on like a little kid ride outside of a grocery store? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Wow.
So I did that. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. And then I gave it to the guys. Oh, this is great. This is better than I expected. I'm like, oh, awesome. And he's like, yeah, I'm so happy. Thank you. And he walked away, took it. And then right there at that moment at the show, I'm like, huh. And so the next thing I did was, because Game of Thrones just came out, I did Brandon Lee from The Crow with Jon Snow as a crow on a crow, 25-cent wonder. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of fun. Let's do these puns. And while I was just sketching these out, I was texting it to my best friend. And I was like, hey, what do you think of this stuff? And I think I'm gonna call it 25-cent wonders because it's like a quarter to play them type thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, go with it. So that was November, let's say, of 2013. And Comic-Con I got in, and so that was 2014. So between November and July, in my mind, I was gonna if I'm gonna do this series, I'm gonna release at least like 9 or 10 of these right away, all at once, so that it feels like a series. I don't just want to do one and release it slowly throughout the year.
Yeah.
I want them to come out with a bang. And so that's what I plan to do. And I just went to the cave, started working on all of them. And then slowly just started releasing them right before the con so that when the con hit, it's a whole series. And when people would come up to the booth, they would go, oh, what's this? It's not just one thing. They actually see like a whole series of things. So it catches their eye. The other part, because my friends were asking me, but is it 25 cents to buy? And people still ask me that.
Oh, wishful thinking.
It's like a Filipino discount.
Yeah, it is.
So is it 25 cents?
All the time. At least
Discount?
two or three times.
Filipino ka ba?
Yeah, if I had, yeah, there's a list. It's like that Filipino list. You put it behind your table. Like, okay, there's one.
It's like bingo. Filipino con bingo.
Yeah. Okay, which one wins? Oh, this one wins. Okay. Pretty much.
I'm gonna ask you next time just so that you can check one off.
Check it off the list.
I'll be like, you guys, I hate you all. No, but the thing about that is it works to my advantage because it makes them stop, right?
Yeah.
They have to, they ask about it.
I pick it up like, oh, okay.
That's
Or,
not.
oh, okay, no, that's cool. That's fine.
Ooh.
But the part what sometimes when I feel bad is when like a little kid comes up with like $1
Oh.
and like, I'll take 4. I'm like, oh, sorry. I usually try to do a little sketch for them or something, but
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, yeah, sorry, kid.
Well,
Yeah.
You can
I like
read.
that.
That's good. You can read. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
we're on the right start.
Yeah, that's a positive. There's the positive. Like half full. Glass is half full, kid. Good job.
Nice. Awesome. And then we've been talking a lot about cons and your experience at San Diego Comic-Con. Do you have any like fun stories or what was like the craziest interaction that you've ever had at a Comic-Con?
Craziest interaction.
No, it doesn't have to be crazy, but like just most memorable, I guess, to you.
I think the most. Wait, I'm trying to think. One of the most memorable things was this random guy coming over and talking to me, just saying, "Hey, my boss. I think my boss would really want to talk to you." And I'm like, "Your boss? What is your boss? What do they do? Am I in trouble? What's going on?" But he actually he ran Mind Style, and they work with Funko a lot to produce
yeah.
toys.
Wow. Yeah.
And so, the best way I could describe this dude, it was like I don't want to say like an Italian mobster, but like an Italian like this big wig, just like, hey, like he had like a chain, collar open. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I like your stuff.
His
It was a
mouth
mix
barely
between, like-
moves.
yeah, it was a mix between like this Italian big shot and then your Filipino uncle. But he was a Chinese dude. But the Filipino uncle, because he had the big glasses with like
the big
with
sunglasses.
the transition lenses. It was like, hey, so I like your work and I like working with artists. So you want to work with me? I'm like, sure, okay.
Just don't hurt me.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's do this. And that basically led me to the production of my first toy, which was an exclusive for 2015, I think. Let me grab it. It's right behind me.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it the hug?
yeah. Pre-hug.
Pre-hug.
Pre-hug?
So it's
Or is it
a
the hug?
Hikari vinyl glub. So they only made 80. They only made 88 of these.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
there we go.
Oh.
So yeah, they made 88 of these. I got like my hands on maybe 20 of them, and I sold most of them at the con. People still ask me about if I have some, and I have 2 left, and I'll figure out how I'm going to. I'm keeping one, of course, but the other one I'll think about when and if I'm going to sell it. But yeah, they basically. I was going to do a robot at first. They didn't go with that. He said, "I like the glub. What do you want to call it?" And I was like, Glub.
Glove.
I didn't know they're going to use it. And I was like, oh, damn, the name's Glub. I should have thought something cooler. So that's why now I'm always thinking about names and titles of things. But they just put Glub, and they did all the packaging, did everything. I just gave them a turnaround so that they could model it, sculpt it. And yeah, they did all this like cool packaging stuff that I was like, oh, wow, that's like legit.
That's
Okay,
dope.
cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Now
And then
we have to go on
I
Amazon
went
and
to
find
the some type of party that they were holding at the Funko headquarters, and I think like all these toy designers were there. Maybe I think one of them was Ron English, and then some other big toy designer from Singapore who I had no idea who he was, but he was like super big, and like, oh yeah, this is da 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 da, and the guy it's like those movies where you walk in, the dude's just sitting there with a bunch of girls, like, hey, what's up, man? You make toys. What is this? Like, what am I doing here?
What kind of black market underground did I walk into?
Yeah, it was weird because there's all these like vinyl toys all over the place, but the lights and everything was like a club. There's like all the people in the front where you think it'd be for drinks, but they're waiting in line to get vinyl toys.
Toys.
So it was super surreal. You're like, you're like walking around like, what's happening?
All right.
So I'm walking around with my backpack on, like, yeah, this is cool. Okay, all right, cool. I had no idea what I was doing there, but yeah.
Nice. Well, you brought up the vinyl that you made. We can't, not talk about the Hug vinyl figure that you have. How did that come to be?
And one of my friends, he created his own vinyl toy at DesignerCon, and so I just asked him, "Hey, how do you do this? I want to do one too, because I have no idea what to do."
Yeah.
So the people that helped me out, they're called Props and Pop, and I think they're like so busy now, and they're just amazing to work with. I'm actually working on another one. It was supposed to come out in San Diego, but I don't think so. So it's probably going to come out. The new one I'm working on is going to come out most likely in November, maybe for the SDCC Light show that comes out. But anyway, the concept behind Hug. Let me grab Hug.
If I'm not mistaken, they're kind of local to the Bay Area.
They are.
Yeah.
The concept behind Hug, and these were the prototypes. This is the size we went with, but there was at one point I was like, maybe you should go bigger, and I was like,
chunky boy.
Yeah, but we didn't go
boy.
that much larger, because then I was even asking friends, and the coffee shop I always go to, I handed them both and asked them, which one do you like? And a lot of the baristas were like, I like the smaller one, because it's like you can hold the Hug in your hand more. It's like you just oh, that's a good point. I like that.
It's a hand hug.
It's a hand hug. We want to be careful with that. But, PC hand hug, okay? The father is here going, no, you're not going. Yeah, sorry, Father.
Father Rock, bless the stream.
Yes, Father Rep, sorry. So, yeah, it's basically just a character that was inspired by my son. Because back when he was 4 or 5, he'd just wake up every morning, or when he'd be like, Hug? That's all he would say. Just Hug. And cool. And we were like, oh, what we should call? We should come up with a new name. Like, no, it's called Hug. That's all it is. It's a hug. You just want a hug.
Nice.
And the first one I had, he was like in a collared shirt and shorts. And then my friends who I showed it to, they were like, nah, it doesn't fit that character. Like, okay, maybe PJs. And they were the ones that helped me a lot. My friends Tony Bowie and Chris Lee. The Beast is back.
Yeah.
And then my other friend, I call him Super 7 Chris. I always have a hard time pronouncing his last name. But I always give them stuff because they work with toys. They're familiar with it. They're more toy nerds than I'll ever be. And they gave me a lot of input on different things. And I thank them so much for helping me like figure out some tiny things and things that'll help work, because got a little hug out of it. And
nice.
It's fun seeing your own, like, something in your hand, not just a print, but an actual physical product. And you can say, like,
tangible.
Yeah. It's those parts where you're like, okay, cool. I'm an artist now. I'm real now.
Yeah. You know what I like about your Hug figures? Not only the figure itself, but you personalize like a thank you note to everybody. I ordered this, and we don't know each other personally, but you put, Avellino. You even put my whole name because I was on the order.
Yeah, so I was like, how did you get one? Who are you? Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
you actually paid for it. Okay.
That little touch.
That's cool. All right, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I did pay for it. Yeah, I was lucky to get one. But
Patrick also wrote a note on mine too, but you personalized it from Yoko, Live in La Vida Yoko, who's actually in the chat right now. Yeah. I missed out on purchasing one during
Hi Yoko. Yeah,
DeepCon.
Dude.
And she was like, yeah, she saw that I missed out, but she was like, hey Dave, one of my friends got me one, so I actually have an extra now. If you want to just buy it. So thank you for that, Yoko.
The one time I beat
that
Dave,
was cool.
says Yoko.
That's like basically she gave you like a lung transplant type of thing.
Yeah.
In the geek nerd world, that's what the equivalent is.
Yeah, for sure.
Lung transplant.
Oh, and Yoko, yeah, Chris. I always Super 7 Chris. Yes, that Chris.
Nice. So I know if no one can tell by our stream, we have a lot of brown people here right now. All of us have some Filipino roots within us. Has the Filipino culture, or like your Filipino roots, inspired you at all in like what you do? I mean, obviously we see like your Filipino art with like We Belong Together. I love your Han Solo one where he's like Mahal kita, like alam ko, like things like that, and like the Jollibee. Like, how did your Filipino-ness, I guess, inspire you?
The cheesiness, just being corny.
Yeah.
Honestly, my wife always just looks at me and goes like, "Really, dude?" It's like, really? So when she does that, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
That's how you know. That's the meter.
Yeah. She's here looking at me like right now, like.
Oh, that must mean that we're doing good then.
No, yeah, we're opposites. So when I do stuff, she's just like. and I do that too. I'll text my friends like, "Hey guys," and I text them something, and they'll usually send me like an emoji of like, or shaking my head or SMH, and I'm like,
that's the
That's
one.
it.
That's a winner.
yeah.
I
So
will
it
say
just
your
eggs me
pun
on.
game is on point.
So I think that's where that comes into, but also wordplay, puns, and for me, a lot of times it's titles. I think having a good title to a piece is very crucial and important, not just for marketing, but it gives it its identity. That's why on a lot of the wonders, I keep the title on there, and some of the bigger ones I take it off. But on those smaller ones, I like putting it on there because that's part of the gag. That's part of the image also. There's one that's going to be releasing tomorrow that I'll show on here later. It's a Princess Bride one, and it's going to be called Not to 50. So, and if you watch Princess Bride, you know that hopefully you know what that relates to. If not, then you need to watch it and look over that again. But anyway, just little things like that where it just ties it in, and people may miss it on the first or second time, but when they come back, they get it. And I think a lot of that is from all these Filipino jokes. I would be like, what? What does that even mean? And then they explain it to me. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's kind of bad. But now I embrace that. And I'm like, it has to be bad. It has to be so bad.
It has to be bad.
All the corny titas and titos with their jokes.
But that's the thing. We're those people now. That's why.
Yeah.
It's like, we're those corny people. So like, yes, I will do that for you. And for you, you're too young, but you will get it. So you're still, you're coming up. You're going to get it.
Sure. And then Dave showed it a little earlier, but you also did a piece for Lumpia. Lumpia 2, actually. How was it working with like Patricio Janelsa? He was actually on our show before. He's a friend of Av's. Av actually worked at Burger King.
Sorry.
They were BK buddies.
Yeah,
they were
we grew up
BK
together.
buddies.
We grew up together. He's cool. He's been ever since we were younger. He was always making films. So I'm glad that he's getting out there even more. So it was cool.
Yeah, no, he's doing his thing. I mean, that's another person who has a passion for creating something, and he's stuck with it for a long time.
Yeah,
long time. Yeah.
Did you watch the debut back in the day? His movie?
Yeah, I did. I watched it, and it was so interesting because, of course, it was like a Filipino guy, and then that was the first time I heard Art Center. Who's going to Art Center? What kind of school is Art Center? And he's like trying to be this artist, and he's like drawing. And I'm just like, is that how it really is? Like, oh, okay, I guess I could do that. Do I have to get a beeper now? What's going on? But no, it's interesting to see how those things evolve, but still. The message behind all of those movies, it stays the same. It's just like the delivery changes here and there.
Yeah, for sure. Did you see any similarities with that, with like your upbringing? Like, were your parents like, oh, you have to be a nurse, and then when you told them you wanted to be an artist, they're like, or whatever,
or a priest,
or a priest?
No, probably not the priest. I think that's like, I mean, man,
that's the next level.
That's next level. That's like up in your game. Yeah, that's like doing Street Fighter combo like 1,000. Like, oh my god, yes, Ultra Fighter combo. That's great. No, my parents actually left me alone because I had an older brother, and he was the one that had to be the doctor or the nurse or whatever.
Nice.
And then, so I was just the one like, oh, you're doing art. Okay, we got one at least. That's okay. It's like they play the math game. Yeah, nice. It's like we have 3 kids. If one of them does what we want, okay, we're good. That's 30%. That's fine. But no, cool. I mean, he. For me, they always saw that I did art. They really didn't understand it. Till this day, my mom doesn't. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Can you get them tickets to that Comic-Con you go to? I'm like, what? Like, and then I can win the lotto. Hold on. But no. I wouldn't say they weren't supportive, but I the other thing is they didn't really push me towards any type of art stuff. That was all like either friends or teachers or whatnot. And so even as I started developing and started getting more and more into it, it was just more like, oh yeah, that's my son, the one that draws. It was just like that. And that's one of those things you went, all right, cool. And I think it's becoming something that parents talk about a bit more. They're becoming more exposed to it. Like, oh, what is this art thing? Because there's more books. There are more classes.
Yeah.
There's more people and artists talking about it, more behind the scenes. It's like, oh, that's on Netflix now. And I think even the Trece that just came out, that's going to be super big too.
Yeah,
people are like, wait, they have Filipino accents. What are you watching? Like, is that the YouTube? Like, no, it's Netflix.
That actually segues really good into our next topic. We're talking about Filipinos or AAPI within the industry and representation within the entertainment industry, specifically in nerd culture. You talked about Trece, which is a series that's coming out on Netflix. Invincible, he happens to be half Asian. There's a Filipino Captain America coming out.
I saw that. Yeah, that was nuts. I was like, what?
Her last name. And then a Vietnamese Green Lantern also. So the Asians are definitely making a little bit of a bigger stamp in representation within the nerd culture.
We can make a nerd country too.
We can make a nerd country.
There's enough.
Fine.
Yeah.
I guess what's your how does that make you feel, like as an Asian or as a Filipino coming?
It's cool to see those things, and it's tough. I think writers are in a tough position. Because they get attacked. Like if you're not Asian and you're writing about Asian stories, it's not like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, they have to find that balance when they're creating these shows and when they're having the people in the writer's room is like an authentic experience, but can we plus it and can we have these other people that aren't within that culture write about it? And I think there are things that need to give. It's going to be like that tug and war right now, because sometimes when I'm watching shows, it's like, oh, there's an Asian. Why are they in this? This doesn't make any sense. It's like they just put them in there to put them in there just to have that representation. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's your movie. You do what you want to do. Why I loved Invincible so much, it wasn't just an Asian character to be Asian. The dad fell in love with a woman that happened to be Asian. He turned out Hapa. And for me, I really enjoyed that story because, that's an Asian character that you can connect with, but it just happened naturally. It wasn't like a forced issue. It was just like, you're telling a cool story. The person happens to be Asian, probably has their own stories associated to that with the mom's culture and stuff, but it happened organically. That's super hard to do. And I give up props to the writers and everyone that can make something like that happen. Because again, when you have all these other movies coming out, it just feels like you can feel it. Like, oh, this feels kind of forced.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, and I don't know an answer to that. I don't know a solution. I'm not a writer, but I'm hopefully that it'll resolve a little bit over time so that the movie making has that representation, but it flows and makes a bit more sense. And I hope, and I hope that makes sense to everyone, because it's just like, I love watching movies. I love watching stories. I love seeing people on there. Trece is awesome. Takes place in the Philippines, but you can still connect with it, even though you've never been back to the Philippines or whatever. It's still one of those shows that, like, the folklore, the mythology is super cool, and they do a good job of telling the story, and then they just happen to be Filipino. It's like, oh, my uncle's killing someone. That's so cool! Get that monster! That's awesome! Sorry, father. Sorry.
It's a monster. It's
like,
okay.
Possession, demons.
I'm definitely
it's valid.
waiting for more. I hope Netflix picks up more Trece, because there's only like 6 episodes. I got to the last episode and I was like, wait.
More.
But I'm sure they even had to fight for that, and that just was a battle too. But hopefully with all the points and things coming up, and I want to do something to support it, some artwork to get people more aware of it too. Not like I'm a big name or like, oh my God, he did it. That's popular. No, it's already popular, but I think I want to do my own little tribute to it so that people who aren't familiar with it in my circle, like, oh, what is this? What do you? And I can tell them, well, on Netflix, you just have to do this.
YouTube.
Not
the YouTube. Not the YouTube.
But it's cool because it's accessible. Netflix, dude, you just click 2 clicks, you're watching the show.
Yeah,
that's the awesome part.
Yeah, for sure. So you talked about work that you've done, work that you're going to do in the future, maybe with Trece. Do you have anything you kind of want to show? To everyone here?
Let's see what I got.
Sneak peek leak, please?
Weekly.
Peekly Leakly?
Yeah, the not to 50 piece. This is I'm actually posting this tomorrow, but since it's tomorrow in the Philippines, I'll do this. So it's called Not to 50. It's not going to be limited. It's going to be an open edition. So
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
trying to
When
I'm trying to up
portraying
my
Wesley.
game with the with how elaborate I'm making these pieces now. So that will be not released, but I'm showing it tomorrow. Really showing it on my Instagram and stuff, and it'll be available SDCC probably the Friday. So that's that one. And then let me see if I have one more thing to show you.
You know, I didn't get Not to 50 until you actually showed it to me. It's like, oh, that scene, I remember.
Yeah.
Hey, see, now you got it. One second.
Some people are already calling dibs in the chat. Dibs.
Dibs.
Oh, this
He's
one was an
mostly
older
dead.
piece that I posted, but I'm actually making it a print. I didn't even open it yet. Since kind of everyone's going back to Disneyland, this is called Toro Express. Can't even open it. It was for an actual show up in Orange about a few years ago, I think back in 2015. And it's a large one, but I shrunk it down a little bit to like a 9x12. So this one I'll be releasing during SDCC also. So everyone's going back. Everyone's going back. There we go.
But inside the flying bull.
So basically
Amen.
why the big bull is because back in the day during World War II, Disney did a lot of the artwork on the World War II planes, like the decals that you would see on the side and stuff like that. And so for me, one of them was like the El Toro, the bull. So I did that and just made that a big mech thing, and it's taking all the characters back type of thing.
That's
That's
really
cool.
That's so
cool.
sick.
So, yeah.
You said
I gotta
is
get that.
available. When, did you say when that one was available?
I'll probably
or-
drop that during SDCC.
Oh,
also.
SDCC. Okay.
Yeah, most of these I'm going to be dropping during SDCC. Some of them maybe earlier. I don't know. I'm just preparing the packing and stuff.
Gotta get that.
Yeah,
And
that
then
that one's super sick.
Dibs.
I'll show you
Again.
just a little sliver so far of what I got about the new exclusive that I've been posting about. So this is going to be the newest map, but I'll show you a part of it that I've gotten done.
Oh.
Hey.
See a big H for Hall H.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So yeah, this is getting intense. So there, see.
Is that
Nice.
Johnny and Daniel?
Yes, I'll show you that really quick. See.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. It took me 2 days to lay out the whole thing, and now the inking is going a little faster, but I didn't realize how small I did these characters, so I'm just like,
So it's like
hands get
super
cramped.
tiny.
Yeah. So that one is going to be an exclusive, and what I'm going to do is probably have some online, and then I'm going to save some for people in person at SCCC Light when that happens, just so that it's like spreading out some love and spreading it out a bit for people that get to show up and come in
Pre-ordering
person.
the pre-order.
Nice.
So do you do most of your artwork by hand, like not through like Illustrator? or anything?
digital.
Not digital.
Well, the layout for that, I sketched it out really rough in my sketchbook. It just looks like scribbles, basically. Let me see if I have something similar here. Oh, yeah.
Inside look.
Dibs on the scribble.
So that one actually started out just... Oh, yeah, I think I do have it here.
You got to pre-order the scribble, Av. Come on.
I got to pre-order the scribble.
You gotta pre-order
Yeah.
the pre-order.
That one just started out like that. That's how
Oh,
basically I'm just trying to get all the ideas out. And just
nice.
major, like just how do I want to lay it out? What do I want to put where? So it
Yeah.
starts like that.
Wow.
Then I take that into a digital media, whatever, be Photoshop or Procreate, whatever, and I start mapping it out there. And then I print that out and then redraw it, ink it, and then scan it back in, and then all that stuff. So it's a lot of back and forth.
Awesome.
Damn.
Well, and then also throughout I guess you've done this even before the pandemic. Outside of illustrating, you also teach as well, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You teach, if I'm remembering this correctly, at the Concept Design Academy in Pasadena,
Yes.
as well as the Computer Graphics Master Academy. How has your experience as a teacher been? Was there any like special students that kind of stuck out to you that really like stuck out to you or anything like that? Or I guess, how do you feel about teaching?
I think for me, teaching keeps you honest in that you have to back up what you're teaching, and you have to know how to answer their questions. And I think that's the thing, that it puts you on the spot, but it holds you accountable. And if you don't know something, it makes you or forces you to learn about it. So it's like, oh, okay, let's table that. And then you're like, okay, how do I do that? Oh, okay, cool. And so that's why, for me, I feel like I'm always constantly learning when I teach, because I'm taking something away from them, and I'm still looking through the lens of a student at times, because I have to teach them. So I have to understand kind of what they're going through, what they're thinking about, so that I can relate in some way, because each student is different, especially over the years. Just, how students come in, each almost like year, the student changes, gradually.
Yeah.
Whether it be like how serious they are, or attention span, or how one person gets the idea and another person doesn't. And I think that part has helped me with my artwork also, just to kind of take and see things from a different lens as well, a different perspective. Like, well, I'm doing all this, but what if I do that? And I do have to thank my wife. She always like throws in those curveballs, like, I don't want to do that. And I sit there and like, I should do that. And I think for me, that's what's been helping me, especially after last year, after like how everything happened, the lockdown and everything online, is just that I was just working and I burned myself out, because I was just trying. I don't know what's going to happen. I just got to save, get it out there. Are people going to buy this? I don't know. And so I burned out so bad that this year I'm slowing down a bit more, but I feel like the artwork I'm producing is actually has a lot more to it, not just in regards to the amount of detail, but just like everything, like the emotion behind it, the storytelling. And that's what I'm trying to push more out. So I might not be coming out with as much this year for Comic-Con, but hopefully the pieces that I am pushing out, I'm changing it up just a little bit. Like with the Princess Bride piece, I'm making it more elaborate, just to not to put in more detail, but trying to put more of my twist, more of my humor on things, so that it's like trying to bump it up that next notch, hopefully.
Awesome. Cool. And then thank you again for joining us. Before you wrap up today, though, Dave wanted to play you a game of Pictionary, because Dave is an artist.
So how am I supposed to do this? Like,
actually, I kind of want to change this up here a bit.
Go ahead, Dave. Take it away, dude.
We'll have Patrick do the guessing, and we'll have the average nerds do the drawing.
No. Wonderful.
No.
Apologies in advance.
Do you remember my stick figures from
Do you remember my Pokemon?
So,
He's been planning this all along.
I know. This whole time he was like, "Oh, I want to play Pictionary against Patrick."
My notepad for drawing.
Oh, look, Jorge was in on it. He's all ready and stuff.
Oh man, let me get something.
Hold on.
Are you serious?
Let's see here.
this is cool. I could just chill.
Okay. I don't know if I have. Do I have a pen?
So what are we doing here?
So then I'm going to message each of you guys something to draw. We'll keep the two rounds, 20 seconds.
Okay.
2 rounds, so only 2 of us are doing this?
Oh no! So then each of you guys will be doing something.
Oh, so we don't have to do it?
That's what I thought, Juan. Didn't work.
Each of you guys will be drawing something.
2 times.
So,
these will be the real 25-cent wonders.
I don't know if you could throw wonders at the end of that.
It'll be the
It's just 25 cents.
Just 25 cents.
I think mine's worth a nickel.
All right, I got a random red Sharpie and a piece of paper. I'm
you
ready.
guys have the Facebook Messenger open?
Yes.
I can.
And then I guess I'll give you guys 30 seconds to do the drawing.
Are we all trying the same thing?
No.
Oh.
So then you're all each going to be drawing something different. And then when the 30 seconds is done, each of you guys will hold it up. And then I guess we'll have Patrick Yes.
Oh
That's
gosh.
what it is.
Is it like a particular theme, like movies or what, or is it just like random stuff
Oh,
like paperclip,
I could draw one of those.
Pepto Bismol? It's like what?
Skateboard.
bringing that up because actually I did do a certain theme. So this is all AAPI related. Kind of a shout out to our Streamlabs. Just dropped the API Rise Up fundraiser stream that we're having 26th to the 27th. There's a bunch of us streaming that whole weekend. So
That's
definitely
cool.
go check that out. So yeah, I chose pop culture AAPI theme. So
Okay.
you guys are ready? I'm sending the first set in the chat for Facebook
So-
Messenger.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. Give me a
And
second.
then when you guys are ready,
Stick figures, baby.
Mine's gonna look racist.
If your word is racism, then that works. I think.
Then you would win immediately.
You would
Do we
be
start
good.
drawing now, Dave, or when?
when you guys are ready, let
Okay.
me know, and then I can
Okay.
start the timer.
I guess.
You guys ready?
Jay, if you have Rufio, you're set, dude. You just need a stick figure with a red hair, man. I'm just saying.
I know. I got the right.
I know.
marker.
You better get Rufio. If not, you're screwed. Sorry.
I think you might be able to get it.
Starting now.
Are we doing now? Oh,
Yeah, we're
30
going.
seconds.
How long do we got?
30 seconds.
30 seconds is not a long time. I've drawn 30 seconds. It was like, that's rough.
Mine looks like a dude. What the hell? Oh, sorry.
15 seconds.
15 seconds?
10 seconds.
Oh man.
This is so bad.
5,
I'm sorry.
4,
Oh my gosh.
That's what makes
This
it
is-
fun.
1.
This is terrible.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
I apologize if my guesses are horrible. So
No,
I think. I
Drawing
think.
is horrible.
Oh, I don't know.
This is not cool.
Stick figure
man.
works. The stick figure works. I'm like moderately confident in this stick figure.
so the theme is AAPI. So that's pretty specific, I'd say. Yeah, not really, but okay.
Oh man, this is.
Do we show it now, Dave, or
Yes.
one at a time, right?
Who goes?
Or-
who goes first?
I'll
go
go
first.
first because it's so
Have
bad.
a drink. I didn't know we're allowed to do that. What the?
Oh yeah.
No,
You
yeah,
guys
we-
don't tell me anything.
Drinks and hot tubs. It's all part
Oh,
of
this is Twitch. I forgot. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you
please.
can do whatever you
Dang
want.
it!
Come on.
You feel bad, like father. You cool with that? Is it?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
okay. Like you got the wine, I know, but the beer is that cool? Just all right.
All right, this one's really bad, but
Oh.
Look at that booty.
I ran out of time. Sorry.
Hey, that's not a bad looking face.
It's not.
I don't know because you're holding it up and Jay's face is right next to it. So I'm just thinking it's like Jay with a mask on. I don't know. I was gonna think one. I was gonna say short round, but oh no, wait, hold on. Kato.
Dang.
Nice.
Well played.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like,
All right,
that's not
Jay,
short round.
you're up.
Short round did wear a mask.
I. Let me see if I can get this up. There you go.
Ooh.
Huh.
Oh, that's good.
Come
That's
on.
good. That's good.
Is it that Chun Lai? Is that how you say
Chun
it?
Lai.
Yeah, that come on, that works, right?
Good.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's how you're supposed to do it. Get to the point. That was great.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes.
Although I don't know if you're allowed to write verses in Pictionary.
It's kind of a stretch, I know.
Yeah. No.
Cheating.
We'll allow.
Yeah, I think even just the bars and the kicking, I would have got the buns.
Yeah, the buns was
You're fine.
the giveaway.
Okay, you ready?
Damn, look at that setup.
Sailor Michael Myers.
Wow, she got like a scythe.
She
I know.
does.
She's gonna shift me. She's gonna be like, fuck you.
Oh, okay. Does that count? I think you got it right.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon.
No.
Sailor
But
Sykes.
seriously, she's gonna shank me, man. It's like Sailor Moon is in jail, and she's gonna straight up like,
She's
hey,
trying to
hey,
survive.
you got a dime? No, you don't got a dime.
Oh man.
All right, Av, what you got?
God. Holy crap! All right, let's see this.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't look
that's-
racist.
Mantis.
That was.
You got all of them.
Nice.
It's all downhill from here, baby.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was gonna say Loki. No, he's like non-binary. He's not like non-ethnic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys want to do one more round, or because I know it's like 9 o'clock already?
It's up to you guys.
Patrick, what's up?
I don't
guest
mind. I
call?
didn't know if anyone had any questions.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
we can take questions
guys.
from the
How
crowd.
about this? Let's if you have questions in the chat, go ahead and put it in the chat, and then while we're waiting for those questions, let's run one more round. Let's multitask here.
Sure.
That's asking a lot from me.
To AAPI.
Yes.
All right.
Still the same. And I put it in the group chat, guys.
Oh,
Whenever you're ready, I'll start the
man.
timer.
I like it when I hear "oh man." That's like fun. That's fun for me.
All right, I'm starting the timer now.
Oh shit, my marker.
Oh, go. Oh gosh. Okay.
This one's tough.
You guys should put all these drawings up for like the AAPI charity.
We want to make
Sure.
money, not lose money.
Oh man, I don't know how to do this one. Shoot.
Oh, this is
15 seconds.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Oh, I don't have anything.
10
Why'd you pick
seconds
this
left.
one?
Put lines. Just put lines. I'll guess. Just put. If it's a movie, I'll guess.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're good. The color kind of works for this one.
I
so
was
intrigued.
not meant to be an artist.
Neither was I.
Oh, this one's bad. This looks like a potato on a stick.
Hey, did you get the same thing I did?
mine. is
Yoko's
bad.
asking if Av could sing instead. Maybe if yours doesn't work, maybe you could sing a song from it.
No, I don't want to. Oh, okay. Let's see. Am I going first?
Yeah.
Oh God, look at this one. Sorry, guys.
What?
It's a potato.
Oh god.
You said you were gonna guess, Patrick.
Is it the chick from Futurama?
Oh, that was a good
Lila?
guess.
It's a good guess, but it's not.
Av, do
You
you
go
want
there,
to sing
guess.
a song? You want to
can't
sing
see
a
it?
song from it?
Damn. Oh, let's see it. From the movie? Okay. Well,
You hum it. Don't say the words.
okay, yeah. I can't hum it. I'll do the doo 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 thing from the food show. Okay. Oh shit! I'm under pressure now.
Don't worry, no one's watching. Just recording.
I can't even do it.
Oh, you're on the right track. You're good.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
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 Patrick's like, wait, it does?
Because you guys know the answer.
Dude, I'm just guessing like little kids with knives or anyone small adult like Arya. Like,
It's
he was English. Oh, I saw it in the chat. Someone put it up. Yeah, so yeah. I wasn't gonna guess it, but someone said Mulan. So
Oh, she got okay.
yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it. Now I hear it. So someone said, "Oh, okay."
Now you hear it because you know it. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You should have led with Joy Luck Club. I would have gotten it there. So.
Okay.
What's the theme song? to Joy Luck Club.
I'd
Remember,
be
this
so
is
amazed if someone started humming that.
I know.
Hi, Anna. This is here we go. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one,
Russell
man.
up. That's a good one. See,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Ab, sorry, you got shafted, man. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Mulan's a tough one, right?
No, it is. I mean, you could have drawn the dragon and her, but like 30 seconds, like. Ugh.
Oh,
yeah, that worked.
Oh.
Yeah, Zuko.
Yeah.
I think you guys did this. I think Dave did this on purpose.
I know.
He set me up, man.
You need my marker.
I know.
That's a good.
Why am I
That's,
not getting- I'm trying to see. Oh, is this Rufio now?
Yeah.
yeah.
I was waiting for a red marker, but yeah, okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought I was just like being like racist. Like everything looks like Rufio to me.
Nick, do you really want this drawing? Seems like people
Send
want
it.
some of our drawings.
Then did
Oh my.
Told you, put it up. Put it up.
this one. This one's gonna fetch 10 cents.
So while we were doing that, we had one question in the chat. Priscilla's asking, will there be any minis for Comic-Con at home?
Yes, I got to start working on those. I'm not sure how many, but I plan on doing some and releasing them
Oh,
online.
so good. Those
Wow,
are so
Dave, you
good.
got a couple, man. People are watch
Dave-
out. They're gonna come after you
Dave
now.
bought.
Dave,
Oh, yeah,
uh,
actually,
Dave
I got
bought-
this from a friend. A friend gifted this to me.
Oh,
Shout out
wow, that's a
to
good
my buddy
friend.
David in Idaho.
Hey.
Hey.
That's
Hey.
cool.
Oh, David, the one who was in line with us at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
And then,
right. He moved to Idaho. So
Last
random.
call for anyone else who has questions for Patrick before we log off for the day.
Oh, we
Yeah, I
also
haven't
have
figured out what
uh,
characters to do, but yeah, I'll think of mini characters, or you guys can. I'll put up a poll or something on Instagram, and you can.
Oh, okay.
We forgot about the giveaways.
Oh, we do have
Oh
giveaways.
yeah, we
giveaway.
had giveaways lined up.
Should we just launch those real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
launch those.
So we'll have 2 giveaways.
Back to back.
Yes.
Back to back. We'll do like a 1-minute timer.
Ooh, quick.
Oh, you got to be quick.
You gotta be quick.
How do I do this again?
I could do it, Dave, if you'd like.
What does he
Okay,
think of
yes,
body
please.
rolls? That's a good question.
So we're doing a $25 gift card to Patrick
Yes.
Ballesteros website, and also a $25 gift card to Beehive.
BeehiveCollectibles.com. Beehive Midtown.
Yes.
Patrick's like,
He's like, "Oh."
Are we really? So 1 minute. Really 1 minute on each?
1 minute each.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone ready? Everyone
So
in
the
the chat
first one
ready?
we'll do is for let's do Beehive first,
Okay.
and then we'll end it with Patrick's.
The
Yeah.
keyword after I launch the giveaway is going to be !wonders. I hope I spelled it right. WONDERS. Yes, wonders.
No,
All
it's
right.
an A. Wanders.
Wonders.
Wonders.
No. Oh, make sure you guys put an O.
It's like that Tom Hanks movie, The Oneaters. Yes.
that thing you do.
That's actually a really
Alright.
good movie.
I should have spelled it that way. Anyway, it's with a W though. Okay, here we go. 1 minute on the clock,
And a O.
and it's going.
All right,
think
and
you're
while that's
early.
going, we do have some questions in the
There's
chat.
a couple of questions, yeah.
Looks like,
Jukebox Andy Pandy's asking, "What is your favorite work?"
That I've done, or yeah, I'm assuming.
I'm
yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
that you've done.
Favorite work that I've done. Well, I think recently, the one I'm working on right now, it's a lot of fun. The exclusive, or the big thing, because it's just intense and there's a lot going on, so it's really making me stop and think. But one that I've already shown, and it was recent also, is the Army of the Dead one. The
Ooh, yeah.
full tilt piece that I did, and it's just because it kind of made me think about how I do these wonders and thinking about different perspectives and different angles and things like that. So that's actually helping me with all these other wonders I'm going to be releasing this, at this con and forward.
We kind of jumped the gun on the giveaway. So it's live now, though.
By the time you're hearing
45
this, you might have like 20 seconds.
It looks like there's 35 seconds.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Oh, I'm
So-
accounting for the
It-
delay.
it-
The
yeah, and
delay
it-
in,
Ah,
It took a second for it to go live.
How does the giveaway work? I was
We have like a little bot that handles it for us, hopefully.
Yeah, enter
As long as
keyword.
nothing goes wrong.
It's like a raffle.
yeah, they just enter the keyword and they're entered. With one
Oh,
ticket.
I see. Oh, that's cool.
There's another question from Jen. She asked, that one.
Would you
Ooh.
ever look into doing apparel?
It depends. Apparel is one of those things that's hard to do, just because all the different sizes, and honestly,
Yeah.
like each con it has its own like size in a sense, if that makes sense. Like there's different sizes for different cons. Like some cons it'll just be like all small, and like more slender, and then other cons it'll be more form fitting or
Oh,
a little bit on the larger. So there's
see.
so many different fits. It's a hard thing, and that's why I'm always reluctant to get into that. Every once in a while, I'll put some stuff up on my Threadless store. But if I were to do anything, maybe apparel. But I actually like more like toys or pins or things that you could use a lot of and you see every day. A Ballesteros. I don't know how that would work. It'd be like just a bee. No, I'm just kidding.
A bee.
Oh, let me pick a winner real quick.
How about a Hug exclusive?
Hey.
Oh.
Well, the next one's coming out. Yeah.
BFcollectibles.com.
Oh, let me pick a winner for this so we can launch the second one and get going. And our winner for this prize, which one was it? Which gift card?
BFcollectibles.com.
Oh, Beehive.
This is for the Beehive. This is for the Beehive.
Beehive. Cassius Clay. He's not rigged. We promise.
No.
Kind of rigged.
Slightly.
All right.
Just kidding.
Congratulations.
And then go ahead and launch the second giveaway. This
Run it
time
back.
is going to be the big one for the $25 gift card to Patrick Ballesteros'
I'm
shop.
entering.
Just to keep everything simple, same keyword, exclamation point wonder, 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah.
Kaz will grab your email
I'm
and
entering.
send you that gift card.
Oh, yeah. I want to
Enter Bubsy Lou. Enter Bubsy
Oh, I
Lou.
spelled it wrong.
Did you do the O-Neaters?
Yoko's asking, did you tell us what your favorite con was?
Last year it was funny. Emerald City is one of my favorites,
Oh.
and San Diego, of course, because San Diego is the thing that launched me, and going to San Diego got me into Emerald City because the person who ran Emerald City at the time saw me there and it's like, hey, like your stuff, would you want to come check out this show? I'm like, okay, cool. And it was Emerald City, and I didn't know what it was until I looked it up. I'm like, oh, and again, I faxed my stuff to this one too. There's a thing with fax machines, anyway. I got in, and I think for me, because it's outside of California, it's a different vibe, a different city, just different people. And their artist alley up there is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god, it's one of the best artist alleys
They have a whole
ever.
floor, right? Whole floor.
Yeah,
of artists?
It's like a whole floor.
Nice.
It puts like artist alley down here. It's like a small apartment in New York. That's how it feels like in San Diego. But Emerald City and then San Diego, of course, because I mean it's still the energy there. I don't think it can be matched, and it's not like it's more or less. It's just a different type of energy that exists in San Diego for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Super Jen is asking, were there any cons that you haven't done yet that you want to do still?
New York.
New York.
Yeah,
I think you'll enjoy New York Comic Con.
I'd be interested in that. Yeah. I'm not sure about the logistics and like getting around, staying somewhere, all that stuff, but just being in that atmosphere, like a big con on the East Coast. I've never done that, so that'd be really cool.
Nice. And the last question before we pick our winner, Night Bodega is asking, how do you feel about going back to in-person con at this time?
I don't know. I mean, will I be wearing my mask? Will I not be? Are people going to throw poop at me? I don't know. It's like all up in the air.
Yeah.
But I am going to do it just in regards to like the safety and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you see me with a mask, hey, no hard feelings. But I mean, it's in November. They're still figuring it out. I haven't gotten no vendors have gotten any information about it. But I do want to do it, and I think if it goes through, also Designer Con will probably be one of my first cons to go back in person.
Yes.
That's more of a big booth space, so I feel comfortable there. Artist Alley at San Diego, I don't know how they're going to do it, how they're going to space it out.
It's light, right? So it's like a smaller version.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Like, it's just like light because there's less attendance, or light because they're going to space it out.
Less sodium.
Yes, 25% less. SCCC. They should just do it like that and put it on a can.
Yep.
With a big red little
Spam can.
Yeah, I'm excited because I haven't done anything in like almost 2 years. So just to see everybody, and it will be like this, family reunion where people are awkward because like, hey, is that you? Oh, okay. But then they're excited at the same time because I think that's what's happening right now. When I go to like coffee shops, it's like, is this okay to do this? What's happening?
Yeah.
And then you just kind of ease back into it slowly.
Yeah.
Going back to the apparel question, maybe mask is something you can make because you don't have to worry about sizes there.
True.
Thing.
I feel like that's kind of that should have been done last year.
Last year,
yeah.
Unless there's, knock on wood, something else happens. Hopefully not. But yeah, I don't want to jinx that and fake masks and like. But yeah, trying to think outside the box. So we'll see what happens.
For sure. Underwear. I'm just kidding.
Everyone needs it.
I
don't know how I do the women's underwear. That'd be
The
difficult.
panties. Yeah.
Panties.
Okay, let's go ahead and pick a winner.
All right, winner for the gift card for Patrick Ballesteros' website is Bud Wasted.
Wasted. Congratulations. Make sure you send us a DM on Instagram or Twitter at Average Nerd Pod, and we'll make sure to get your email so that we can email you that gift card.
Yeah, I don't know if we actually have your email. We have we have Ed's address, I think, but we don't have email. So
yeah,
we'll fax it to you. We'll fax it.
Oh,
fax it. There it is.
You got to have the facts.
Make sure it's hooked up.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, Patrick, for joining us. Before we log off
Just
and
the facts.
go for the night, is there anything you want to plug? Anything upcoming that you want to talk about?
No, I mean, the only thing that I would say is just everyone keep doing what you're doing, keep supporting indie artists, whether it be myself or other people.
Sure.
The best way you can help me is just getting the word out, just sharing my art. And I don't like want to say, hey, you got to buy stuff right away. No, if you like it, support it. Or if you like it even more, just share it with other people. Because I think that's the best thing to do is just get it out there and it'll just come back to everyone in a good way.
For sure. Thank you again so much for joining us. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out in the chat.
Thank you.
We'll make sure this episode's recorded, so if you want to watch it back, it'll be on our channel. But until next time, see you, nerds.
See you, nerds.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Are we rating
Oh,
anybody?
we should rate some.
We haven't done this in a while. Hold on.
It's been a while.
Filipino goodbye. Sorry, guys.
It's the Filipino goodbye.
You know, I was
So
looking-
normally, Patrick, whenever we finish a stream, we usually send it to somebody else on Twitch, and we haven't done this in a while, so we're not used to doing it.
Oh, you're gonna rate someone or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you have to sign off and like, are we doing what? Close open, close open. Are we doing that? No.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
Where's your
Patrick,
nose? Where's your nose?
Where's
Where's
your nose?
You familiar with One Voice? Do you remember One Voice? Filipino
I think
girl
so.
group?
Yeah. I think so.
Are they live right now? Are you rating One
Is
Voice?
One Voice
Wait,
live?
what?
You guys want to?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I thought you were just asking randomly. I didn't know that they're gonna be like, who are all these
Valeo's
nerds?
finest.
What's happening?
Valeo's
Nerds.
finest.
Who are all these nerds?
Nerd attack.
You know, I was
Like,
looking
that's
up.
right.
I was looking up the GI Joe PSAs.
Oh, he was right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There's
Go
this funny one that I don't know if this is the exact quote, but it says, "Don't take drugs without your parents there."
That can't be real.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's.
Even for the '80s, they know a little bit better.
Maybe they meant like Tylenol.
Like Tylenol, Advil.
Probably. I'm not gonna. It's like a YouTube thing. I'm not gonna sit and watch it, but that's funny.
That's a good hashtag. We belong together.
We belong together. Yes, there
That's
we go.
the raid.
There it is.
They're gonna be like, who are these Filipino
Who are
nerds?
these people?
All right.
Oh, and
All
again, remember the weekend of June 26th to 27th. We have a whole lineup for the whole weekend. Go ahead and follow the different organizers for API Rise Up for more details. Yeah, and don't give strangers your address.
And don't do drugs without your parents.
Yeah, don't.
G.I. Joe.
Don't pet strange dogs.
Fact.
All right.
Are you just reading them all off?
This is a real
I
Filipino
am, yeah.
goodbye right now.
I'm just reading them off.
All right, everyone.
You can sign off since it's all due. You can sign off PI Bros.
Oh, there they are.
P.I. bro.
Oh, we're done.
All right. Did it go?
Yeah,
Yes.
it went through.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna end it now.